Alright. Did not mean to drop. Alright. So, we are in chapter 5, correct? Okay. We got absolutely manhandled by that boss. I was not... I didn't have any... I didn't have any frostbite immunity. Something you really need for that boss, like, absolutely. Without it, he's just going to keep your party pretty much locked down with big damage. Ugh. Also, always save before you go into a boss. Huh. Sure got cloudy while we were in there. Looks like it's gonna rain. Yeah, it looks like a storm's on the way. So Sharon's hunch turned out to be true after all. At this point, I shouldn't even be surprised. I guess it was just business as usual this time. Nothing like that strange red door we found last month. Yeah, I kept looking on our way back just to be sure, but nothing really looked too conspicuous. Maybe there's another piece of internal logic to the old schoolhouse that caused the door and that suit of armor to appear. True. That does seem to follow what we know. Actually, that reminds me of something George said the other day. After all the time he spent with it, he still doesn't understand how that thing was able to move in the first place. So even George, yeah, whatever technology was used to make that armor, he's never seen anything like it. And if George can't make heads or tails of it, it must be like nothing else out there. Huh, sounds kind of like Lammy. Even I don't know how he moves around. Doesn't sound like that bothers you. Whoops, I guess we stood around chatting for too long. We'd better head back before we get hit with a full shower. Yes, that sounds best. Alright, we'll leave the rest to you, fearless leader. Why do people keep thinking I'm some kind of leader? Because you are. So this is the place Gramps was talking about, huh? It does seem like there's got to be something here. But I don't think force alone is going to cut it. Milliam? Sorry, coming. Silverbell. Alright. So the next hidden quest is in Hannah's house in Trista. And it's available after the old schoolhouse mystery. Kurt's certainly taking his time. I wonder where he went. I'm pretty sure he went to Annie's, but I'm getting a little worried with all that rain. So the son hasn't come home yet. I'll have to keep an eye out for him. I wonder where Kurt's gone. Hopefully he's at Annie's house. I think Annie's house is the other house over here. Nope, you're Melissa. Annie's house. Let's see if we can't find him. Alright. Today's performance truly was splendid. Can't say the same for the sudden downpour, though. I hope Father Paolo and Sister Ornella avoided getting caught in it. Found him. Looks like he's fast asleep. I don't think there's any risk of him catching a cold since it's still warm, but... Reen? Reen from Class 7, is that you? That's right, sister. Actually, you're from the same year as me, aren't you? Why, yes, I'm Rosine from Class 5. I see Kurt's fallen asleep. So that's his name. That reminds me, his parents were awfully worried about him. Oh my, it is getting late, so I can understand why. Yeah, how did he end up falling asleep here anyway? Well, the Wind Orchestra held a performance here today. Kurt was so excited about it that he ended up staying right here to bask in the ambience of it all. All of the excitement must have tired him out. Oh right, that performance was today, wasn't it? I kinda wish I could have seen it. Now I get it. He really must have been exhausted to have fallen asleep here, though. Yeah. I'd kind of feel bad waking him up when he's sleeping so peacefully, too. Oh, what's so funny? Nothing, I just realized how kind you are. But don't worry, I'll be sure to take Kurt back home. On your own? How else? I'm much stronger than I look. Carrying him home shouldn't be too much trouble. It might be tough to do without waking him up, though. Well, he doesn't look too heavy, but it feels kind of wrong to leave this all to her. Especially since it's raining outside. Mind if I lend you a hand? I'd feel bad making you take him home all on your own. Are you sure? I'd feel terrible forcing my job on you. Seriously, don't worry about it. There's no way I could leave you to carry him on your own when it's raining this hard outside. You really are so kind. Can I trust you to take him then? That's the idea. But how do you plan on doing so without waking him up? We can't let him get soaked in the rain either. Oh, right. That is a problem. I can't hold him and an umbrella at the same time. Well, then allow me to take up the umbrella duty. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Let us be off then. He's sleeping really soundly. Yeah, he seems so at ease. This is all thanks to you two. Speaking of which, are you alright? You look drenched. Can't believe you let yourself get soaked while keeping the umbrella over me. I know it's summer and all, but you must have been freezing. Oh, it's fine, honestly. More importantly, thank you for letting me use one of your towels. You brought our son back. Of course we're going to let you use a towel. I'd be happy to lend you a spare set of clothes, too, if you want. No need to worry, I have some of my own at church. Well, if you say so. Regardless, thank you for braving the rain to bring Kurt home. Please, take this to warm yourselves up. Premium coffee. Thank you. I'll be sure to enjoy it later. Okay, let's head back to the church. Oh, are you planning on going back with me? We've only got one umbrella, so that's a given, right? Don't be nervous now, Reen. You're just sharing an umbrella with a cute girl. It's fine. So we better get going. Of course. Rosine's pretty great. Isn't your other shoulder getting soaked right now? Oh, don't worry about it. It's just a bit of rain. That won't do. I can't allow you to get wet. So, Rosine moved closer to Reen. I think this might be a bit too much. Maybe we should stay a little farther apart? Oh no, this is just fine. Right. Thank you for escorting me back. Oh, please wait here. I'll go make us some tea. That sounds good. Oh, Reen, you charmer. Oh, damn. Rosine looking good. I don't think I've ever seen Rosine without her nunnery stuff. Her habit and cloak. Or gown or whatever. It didn't take you long to get changed. I did it while the tea was boiling. Please, help yourself. I appreciate it. Is something the matter? Oh, no, it's nothing. She looks different when she's not wearing her habit. Oh, yep, that's it. It kind of hides her figure a little bit. I should probably abandon that line of thought before I'm struck by lightning or something. Sorry about that. You're really odd, Rean. Yeah. Alright, you be careful on your way back too. And thank you for the tea, it was delicious. Well, I had to warm you up somehow. Oh, but look how many sweets we have left over. Please, take some with you. You're just spoiling me now, but thanks, I'll see you later. Indeed, have a safe walk. You too, Rosine. You too. Okay. Who wants to be bonded with? Fee, that's who. Is Fee in the gym? No. Fee is in the garden. No. Oh, where the heck is she? Is she in the gym? That seems weird. No, it's locked. But she's not in the gym. Everything's northward, right? Maybe. Like she should. Yeah, everything's north oriented. So Fee should be here. In the garden. Aren't these oh, okay. Are these the flowers Fee's raising? Hard to believe they've grown so quickly. I can't imagine the torrential rain will help matters, though. I'm sure the gardening club members are running over here right now, but maybe I should make sure they're okay until someone gets here. Yes. Okay, let's see what I can do. First things first, I need materials. Rean Schwartz. Rean gathered materials from the storehouse and got to work on fortifying the flower bed. Time to go to work. This isn't going to be easy, though. Rean? See? Didn't expect you to be here. You've even gotten everything prepared. Well, I was passing by, so I figured... Fee, why don't you have an umbrella? Don't worry about it. We have to take care of the flower bed first. Will you help? You're unbelievable. Okay, let's get this fixed up as fast as possible. This should be fine. It'll keep the flowers protected, at least. Achoo! And that's why I was worried about you. Come on, let's get you back to the main building. Okay. Green towel dried Fee's soaking wet hair. That should do it. I still can't believe you ran all the way out there without an umbrella. What were you thinking? I was worried about the flowers. That's not an excuse to get yourself sick. The last thing I want is for Laura to get all worried about you now that you two made up. Not to mention the rest of us. I know. You'll go gray with all this worrying. That's just fine by me. Class 7's practically family to me. I can't help but worry about everyone. Thanks. Looks like the rain's about to let up. The flowers should be okay now. I'm sure they are. They should be blooming before too long, too. Keep up the good work. Yep. You'll be the first person to see them when they do. That gives you something to look forward to. More Fee Bauer. Okay. Enter the dorm, let's go.
Welcome back, Master Rean.
Thank you, Mistress Sharon.
Hey there, Sharon.
I hope the sudden shower didn't catch you too unaware.
Now with your fucking knowledge.
Would you like me to fetch you a dry change of clothes?
Nah, I'll survive. thanks to your warning this morning, I was able to avoid the worst of the downpour. I'm amazed you were able to tell a storm was coming that far in advance, though.
Chairman Arena takes a lot of business trips, so I'm used to keeping an eye on the weather. Never being caught unawares is just one of the maid's many responsibilities.
Sharon, you are just too much.
Can't really picture any other maids holding themselves to such an unrealistic standard.
I'll let you know when dinner is ready, so just wait in your room until then. I expect the meal will take a little longer to prepare than usual today.
Is that so? Well, what are we having, Sharon? It's getting cold now. Okay. Got a nice warm shirt on now.
Oh? How come?
Well, with 2 new residents in the dormitory, I thought I might make tonight's dinner a little fancier than usual. A welcoming feast of sorts for them.
Really? That sounds like a great idea. I'm looking forward to it already.
You're just hungry.
Anything I can help you with for it?
Oh, could you? I'm actually short a few ingredients, so I was just about to step out to buy what I need.
I'd be happy to run to the market for you then. It's still coming down out there. Might as well go back out while I'm still damp, right? Don't worry about me. I don't mind.
Well, if you insist, I'd be happy to take you up on your kind offer.
Give me that shopping
Here's a
list.
list of everything I'd like you to buy. That should be exactly enough merit to cover the expense.
All right. I'll be back soon then.
Take care out there.
Yeah. Reen helps. He helps all the people, all the homies. He is the homie helper.
Looks like the rain must have stopped while I was inside. It's gotten pretty dark out too. I'd better get back to the dorm.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
You wouldn't happen to be one of the Class 7 students from Thor's, would you? Out for a little late night shopping, are we?
you could say that, but how did you know I'm from Class 7?
You're one of the favorite topics at our radio station, actually. There are plenty of people out there who want to know more about Thor's dashing guys and gals in red.
Yeah.
Oh, you work at the radio station? Hold on.
Are you Misty?
Your voice sounds so familiar.
Oh, maybe you know me from the radio? Good evening, everyone. This summer's turning into a real scorcher, isn't it? To beat the heat, we're going to be broadcasting tonight from a park here in Trista. Ring any bells?
Wait. Huh? You're Misty? From Abendheim?
I love Abendheim. Miss Misty from Abendheim.
Bingo. You must be quite the avid listener, recognizing my voice so easily. Glad to know I've got a faithful fan out there.
Wow. I never figured I'd meet Misty herself, especially like this. I always make sure to catch Abendheim. It helps me relax while I'm studying.
Thanks. But it sure is serendipitous, you know? Having a chance encounter like this, just after the rain's eased up. Ooh, maybe I should mention this on tonight's show.
I'm not sure that I really constitute a noteworthy topic for a radio broadcast.
Oh, it's fine,
It's
Reen.
kind of weird. I only know her from Abendheim, but she seems just as friendly face to face.
Is something the matter? You're staring at me so intently. I feel a little embarrassed.
Well, forgive me if this sounds a little odd, but this isn't actually our first meeting, is it? If I'm not mistaken, we met once before, in a hotel in Heimdall.
Oh.
Wow, I can't believe it. I never figured anyone would actually catch on.
Misty is actually Vita Clotilde.
So you really are her, the Azure Diva herself, Vita Clotilde.
Right you are once again. Honestly, even the people I work with at the radio station don't seem to have noticed, so I'm surprised you could tell.
I'm Reen. I love bitches.
That makes 2 of us. I almost didn't say anything because it just seemed too implausible. But if you don't mind me asking, how did a star like you end up working at Radio Trista?
Yeah, it's fun.
It's just a little something I do for fun on the side. Gotta spice life up a bit, right? The best part is, the people at the Opera House in Heimdall have no idea I come here to do my show every week. So don't go telling anyone, okay? It'll be our secret.
Of course. I wouldn't dream of it. I'm amazed no one else has figured it out, though. It's not like you use a different voice when you're on the radio.
Well, there's a little trick to it. You're not the only one who was surprised, though.
Huh?
I had this feeling I'd seen you before, but I couldn't put my finger on where. But it's you, isn't it? Anyway, I have to get over to the studio now. Oh, and be sure to tune in to tonight's Abend Time. It'll be a fun one. Promise.
Wouldn't miss it.
And give my regards to those two, would you?
She smells like lavender? The fragrance really suits her. So Vita Clotilde herself has been hosting a radio show in Trista. Even if I told them, I don't think they'd believe me.
It just seems too crazy reading, bro.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh, hey there, Emma. Did you just get back too?
Yeah, I just returned a short while ago. Were you out shopping?
Yeah, Sharon asked me to go out and pick up a few things for dinner.
No, you offered to go out and pick up a few things for dinner.
Though I ended up taking a bit longer than I expected.
Wait, do I smell lavender on you?
Oh.
This is perfume, isn't it? How did it get onto you?
Oh.
Oh, right. I guess I must have soaked up the scent too. She did get pretty close. That's the only thing I can think of.
Reen, I can only hope the reason you ended up taking longer than expected isn't because you were...
Whoa, hold on. You've got the wrong idea, Emma. I just happened to bump into someone I know while I was out. That's all. Nothing scandalous. Nothing I'd be ashamed of.
I never said it was. Though you do seem strangely defensive for a man who has nothing to hide. I wonder what would happen if Elise and the other girls were to catch wind of this.
Emma, no, don't do me like that.
I just ran into someone I know after I left the store. Nothing happened.
Emma, don't tease me like that. Don't do me like that.
You just like raking me over the coals, don't you?
A little bit.
Oh, Master Reen, I see you've returned. Were you able to get everything I asked for?
Sure did. Let me bring it over.
Gotta go, Emma.
Lavender. Huh. No, that's impossible.
Afterward, Reen decided to give Sharon a hand with the cooking. And when dinner was ready, everyone sat down to enjoy an especially extravagant meal in celebration of Crow and Milliam joining Class 7. Alright, here is some heavy reading. Breaking news, terrorist attack. Follow-up. A representative for the Imperial family has spoken regarding the aftermath of the terrorist attack which took place in Heimdall recently. The spokesman confirmed that Princess Alphen, who was placed in the greatest danger on that day, had sustained no serious injuries and was able to return to school as usual. Who are the Imperial Liberation Front? The recent terrorist attack placed both princes and Princess Alphen in danger, and resulted in Imperial Governor Regnant sustaining injuries. While it may seem that peace has returned to the streets of Heimdall, the culprits behind these unspeakable acts, who call themselves the Imperial Liberation Front, have yet to be apprehended. The elite force responsible for their capture, the Railway Military Police, insist that they are doing everything in their power to find them. Thanks to those who helped. Chaos might have reigned in Heimdall on the day of the attack, but that did not stop a number of people from doing their part to bring the situation under control. Each of these courageous souls has received a letter of thanks from the Imperial government. Extra special thanks are due to one young student who took command to restore calm in Drykos Plaza, and a group of civilians who succeeded in rescuing Princess Alphen from harm's way. These people have received particular appreciation for their deeds. International Trade Conference approaches. At the end of this month, the long-awaited West Cimmeria Trade Conference will finally commence in Crossbell. Unsurprisingly, those involved are already hard at work for the conference. which will be based around international and economic matters and may potentially determine the future direction and development of Western Zemuria. When asked to comment, a government representative responded, "An international conference on a continental scale like this has never been attempted before. Naturally, we intend to fulfill our responsibility as a great nation. The representatives from the Erebonian Empire are expected to be Chancellor Osborne and His Highness Prince Olivert." Culture. Imperial Chronicle Radio is 1 year old. Do you enjoy listening to Orbital Radio broadcasts? This reporter certainly does. For those who aren't familiar, Orbital Radio allows you to enjoy audio programs anytime, anywhere. With the Imperial Chronicle's affiliated radio station, Imperial Chronicle Radio, now 1 year old, this seems as good a time as any to sell its benefits to the world, and a PR representative was happy to sum up exactly what makes Imperial Chronicle Radio so special. We may not have been the first radio station to be established, but this station is available in the widest area and conducts the most balanced and impartial broadcasts. Travel, Lake Ebel. In today's travelogue, I will be visiting a beautiful Lake Ebel on the eastern side of the Empire. This stunning spot is an ideal destination for those looking to enjoy a tranquil vacation away from the stresses of daily life. Furthermore, the historic stronghold of St. Sandlot of the opposite shore, Lohengrin Castle, provides the perfect backdrop to a lakeshore stroll. The area is best reached by traveling south from Breahard along the Ebel Branch Line, or Ebel.
So, the West Zemuria Trade Conference is just over a week away now. A building that tall is exactly what you'd expect from an economic powerhouse like Crossbelt 2. It's a big world out there.
Too big, Green. It's too big.
Still, we've got Milliam and Crow as classmates now. Would have seen that coming. Crow opened up to us right from the start. Though I guess that's just Crow for you. And Milliam's become way more attached to us than I thought she would too. They were both able to form combat links with us right from day one. I had my concerns about how well they'd mesh with the class, but maybe I was worried for nothing after all.
Let's get that Abend time going.
Good evening. I'm your host, Misty. It's August 18th and we're winding down a busy day here at 9 p.m. I'm here to give you all the cool you need to beat this summer heat.
Hey, looks like I'm not too late to catch this week's Abend time.
Seems like those hot summer days keep coming with no end in sight, doesn't it? But even this heat can't stop the momentum behind the West Zemuria Trade Conference being held in Crossbell later this month. Prince Olivert and Chancellor Osborne will be in attendance for this watershed moment in international business. Personally, I'm more interested in the view from the top of that famous new skyscraper the talks are being held in. In some news closer to home, you all have probably noticed the summer showers we're getting here in Trista. The rain's let up for now, but it's managed to push that nasty nighttime humidity right off the charts. It's nights like these I wish I could smuggle an ice-cold beer into the studio. And the director is chilling over there, drink in hand, mocking me. But you know what? Forget that guy. Anyway, for all you students out there, your summer vacation's probably wrapping up, so I hope you made the most of it. Wait, I forgot that summer vacation at the military academy is already come and gone. Whoops. Still, it's never too late to do something bold that'll keep your memories of this summer burning bright. And what about you, Miss Misty? You're probably asking yourselves, well, you might want to sit down for this one, because fate had a romantic rendezvous in store for yours truly just on the way to the studio today. A tryst with a young man in a park after sunset. Droplets of rain clinging to the grass. I'll treasure the memory forever. Or I would, if I hadn't just made it up on the spot. Chalk it up to a dreamer's poetic license, I guess. Still, maybe one day I'll feel the thrilling rush of a summer love. Gotta keep the fire burning.
Wait, is she talking about when I ran into her earlier tonight?
She is.
She's got quite the playful personality. Though somehow that doesn't come as too much of a surprise. It's kind of weird thinking that I just met her on the street a couple hours ago.
Anyway, I have to get over to the studio now. Oh, and be sure to tune in to tonight's Abend time. It'll be a fun one. Promise.
Wouldn't miss it.
And give my regards to those two, would you?
Those two? I didn't really think about it right then, but who was she talking about?
Machias and Elliot, of course. Vita Clotilde's mega fans.
so you've arrived.
Good to see you, boss.
Oh, you're awfully early.
Well met, Comrade V, Comrade S. I see that you've finished all your preparations as well.
Smooth as silk. Although you're the one who'll be taking center stage in our next operation without a doubt.
Who'd have thought you'd volunteer to go pound the pavement in Crossbow? The Red Constellation are gonna be there. I still think I'm the prime choice for this one.
I disagree. As I can no longer rely on the power of the flute, it makes the most sense for me to go. Especially when you consider the very real possibility that we may have to accept a necessary sacrifice for the greater good. That is the best way for us to achieve what we desire.
You're serious?
You really are too morose for your own good.
I could say the same of both of you. Why else would you have willingly plunged yourselves into a struggle like this to begin with?
I suppose you're right.
You got us there.
I see you've all gathered.
Comrade C,
Fashionably late, but worth the wait.
That makes it a full house.
I appreciate your gathering, comrades. The wheels have been set in motion. There is no place for hesitation, no time for looking back. We seek only results.
I couldn't agree more.
No objections here either.
Goes without saying.
That said, I will ask you but once. Comrade G, are you certain this is the path you would walk?
My heart itself beats with the ideals of the Liberation Front. If my life should see its end in Crossbell, so be it. That tyrant must be stopped from creating the vile dystopia he seeks. Dear though the cost may be, if through our efforts we or anyone anywhere succeeds in that aim, we will have our victory.
Very well. May the goddess, or perhaps powers less fair, attend you. When this is over and our victory won, let us toast our success together
Indeed.
in the Imperial capital.
Over his grave.
Farewell, my comrades.
He doesn't know how to express how he feels, but I understand.
Losing your place in the world for doing what's right. And throwing yourself into the eye of the storm. It ain't something I could do.
Different paths brought each of us here, but the road we travel now is the same. Let us depart, Comrade S, Comrade V. We each have our own part to play in what is to come.
Of course.
Just leave it to us.
Stuff is hitting the fan. Who knows what they're plotting in Crossbell for the trade conference? Alright, let's get this practical exam underway. Alright, it's time for this month's thrilling practical exam. Is everyone ready? Ready as I'm going to be. Anytime. Being a first year again has been no sweat up till now, but I guess my luck's run out for combat training. And I can't even skip out since they won't let me graduate without it. You do want to actually finish school someday, right? You spend more of class asleep than awake, so you could at least put some effort into the practical exams. Right, I know. This is the part where we get to fight those things that look like Lammy, right? I can't wait to jump in. Hey, can we start yet? Can we please? Would you at least make a token effort to rein in your hyperactive outbursts? No. It's amazing how much just adding 2 new classmates can shake things up. I guess I could have you all fight the combat shell. But since we've got 2 new challengers this month, how about we try a little something different? Something different? I wonder what strange idea she's concocted today. A good instructor's got to keep you guessing. And by now, you should be prepared for anything. So, Reen, Crow, Milliam? Yes, instructor. Gotcha. Right here. You're the first team. What? The rest of you will be divided into 2 groups. An all-girls team and an all-boys team. Emma's team will be team class president. Machias, your team will be team vice president. Reen's team will be team whatever. Each team will be facing off against each other in a series of mock battles. Those are the dumbest team names I've ever heard. I can't really disagree, but I don't think the names are the biggest issue here. Quite an interesting split. Hey, wait a minute. Why are the three of us in a totally separate team, and why do we have fewer members than them too? Well, by estimation, these three teams are about equal in strength. Both the girls and the boys teams are well balanced in terms of weapons and combat styles represented. And while your team does have fewer members, Crow has a lot of experience and Milliam has Ergetlum. So I think it kind of evens out your one-man disadvantage, don't you? I see. It does actually make sense. At least these team divisions are less contrived than I've come to expect from our field study groups. Although the part where a certain someone always draws the short stall remains remarkably consistent. Oh, who do you mean? I wonder which poor sucker keeps getting stuck on the hard luck teams. Fine, I'll take the hand I'm dealt this time. As if you had a choice, my bro. Oh, I like that spunk. Well then, let's get down to business, shall we? The first battle will be between Team Whatever and Team Vice President. Alright, assume your positions, everyone. But we will be doing that next time. Alright, until then, everybody.